World, everyone. This is Like It or Not with Michael Lane, and Michael Lane is who I be. Now, a lot of you all may have said, well, you haven't made a video, and so, wow, you haven't produced one and released it. Well, I've made and produced videos, but I haven't released them. So I'm going to have a little series coming up later on talking about, it's going to say like, from the L.I.O.N vaults or whatever, some previously unreleased stuff from as far back as the Eric Garner case or different stuff like that. So you'll occasionally see some stuff that I just never put out. Just didn't put out, including the debate talking about Megyn Kelly. It's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to put out that I just didn't release. I produced it and I didn't release it. So, but let's get to this ridiculousness. I couldn't pass this up. And I'm going to release this now. I found out through a good friend of mine that will prove the illegitimacy of a blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you don't need any more proof. They have a new partner. In Ferguson with the blah, blah, blah. It is the one and only Planned Parenthood. I need you all to take a look at this embarrassment.
Despite its history of pioneering widespread abortions in black communities, Planned Parenthood joined the Black Lives Matter Twitter protest Monday afternoon, tweeting, "We are joining #Ferguson organizers and protesters in D.C. today, standing in solidarity with you. #hands up, walk out, #Black Lives Matter." The movement is part of an ongoing response to a grand jury's decision not to indict Darren Wilson for the murder of Michael Brown, an 18-year-old African-American who was shot and killed by a police officer in August. Some have said that the failure to indict is evidence that black people in the United States don't merit the same legal protections that white people do, and have taken to Twitter to express their outrage.
This only shows how crazy the world is. It's getting absolutely nuts, especially here in America. It has gone so loony to the left that nothing makes sense anymore. You have two fraudulent groups. A George Soros funded, is really George Soros' ideology matters. It's not about black lives, because he is controlling these people, telling them when to get pissed. They walk over and they really don't care about black lives because mostly black lives are killing black lives. Also, mostly black lives are taking out white lives, whether it's rape, robbery, whatever it is. There's more crimes blacks committing against whites than the other way around. That's why Black Lives Matter wants to sound legitimate by lifting up criminals like Michael Brown. I don't care if y'all never like me. They're continually looking for a white person to shoot a criminal because they can't find too many innocent black wonderful people. I'm going to get also on Black Lives Matter later. That's another video I'm going to produce. But Planned Parenthood, both of them, they don't care about black lives. You have people who step over the lives of black babies and black men and women that's been shot by our own. They just walk right over them. And then they say, oh, look, a Hispanic killed a black person. We're going to make them white. And all of this ridiculousness because we have to be emotional for George Soros. This is the George Soros funded movement. Now, of course, it's losing control because they're attacking Democrats, which wasn't supposed to be the case. Bill Maher is basically complaining and fussing and bitching and moaning and saying that you all supposed to be attacking the GOP. Even though they haven't done anything to blacks. People say, well, what have the GOP done for the blacks anyway? Nothing. They shouldn't. If you don't show any support for anybody, why should they? I'm not going to keep walking up to a girl and try to talk and make conversation with her and say, hey, how you doing? And she constantly ignores me purposely. And after 5 times, I'm going to realize that she ain't going to talk to me. And then I'm just going to say, you know what? Forget you. And I'm going to keep it moving. And then all of a sudden, this girl's going to stop me and say, wait a minute. Why haven't you been talking to me? What sense does that make? Black people don't know how to use the power of leverage at all. That's why everybody's using our struggle to make it through, including how you have sex. And then you have Planned Parenthood, which a lot of black people are sticking up for. One of my people, and I ain't going to say their name, it's very, very pitiful, tried to separate Margaret Sanger from the Negro Project, which was really the start of Planned Parenthood. So you have an organization that killed more black babies than any organization, including gangs. They killed more black babies than all the gangs combined, even if you put it together with other race of gangs. So they belong together because they both don't care about black lives. If they cared about black lives, they would have cared about black lives being killed by black lives. This is how backwards this thing is going. And you know what? I'm not blaming anybody, no politicians and no ideological crap pushers. No. You buy into it. You vote for them. I'm blaming you. So screw you. You all made Black Lives Matter. You all made Planned Parenthood and continue to do this. Then you lift up Donald Trump, and because Donald Trump wants to continue to fund Planned Parenthood. I'm sorry, I don't worship anybody. Now Donald Trump is singing a liberal tune. I don't care who you are. Yes, I like Donald Trump. I do. And I will vote for him. But he has some questions to answer. Especially that funding Planned Parenthood garbage. Abortion's a little bit of what they do. We better put our minds together. We better make America conservative. Period. Like it or not. That's why we got this crap going on. Black Lives Matter. Planned Parenthood. Black Lives Matter. Abortion. Black Lives Matter. Who cares if blacks kill blacks? Black Lives Matter.